Hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing about the ABGA score and how does it work to assess a newborn baby. First of all, what is the ABGA score? So basically the ABGA score is a scoring system medical professionals use to assess newborn. It is a simple method of assessing the health and vital signs of the newborn right after delivery. The first set of ABGAR is taken in the 60 seconds after delivery, and the medical staff will determine whether the newborn needs assistance, intervention, or resuscitation. And the second set is taken 5 minutes after delivery. It is done so to see the progress and to check for results of the newborn by comparing the scores from the first set. Next, we will discuss about who invented the ABGA score or who developed the ABGA score. Initially, Dr. Virginia Abgar created the system in 1952. She has been assisting deliveries 1,000 of times, and she wished to focus the attention on the newborn. As babies at that time were traditionally dispatched directly to the nursery, often without any formal scrutiny after delivery. There is no examination to show whether the baby needs resuscitation or intervention. So Dr. Abgar wanted to assess the newborn in an organized manner by the delivery room medical professional. So she developed the system using her name as a mnemonic for each of the category, which we will discuss in the next slide. Here, as you can see, each of the letters have an assigned category. A for appearance, which is the outer look of the newborn, basically the circulation. B for pulse. G for grimace, which is the irritability of the newborn towards external stimuli. A for activity or muscle tone. R for respirations or breathing. When is the ABGA score done? So the ABGA score is recorded at 1 and 5 minutes. This is because if the baby's score are low at 1 minute, the medical staff will likely intervene or increase interventions already started. At 5 minutes, the baby has ideally improved. If the score is very low at 5 minutes, the medical staff may reassess the score after 10 minutes, 15 and 20 minutes. Okay, now this is more interesting. Now we will see how the ABGA score work. As discussed earlier, the ABGA score is divided into 5 categories. The new thing is each categories receive a score of 0, 1 and 2, where 2 is a good sign while 0 is a poor sign. So we'll discuss each category with their assigned scores. First is appearance. So in appearance, first you can see, look at the score at the scoreboard. A score of 2, the baby looks pink. It indicates that there is proper circulation throughout the body, so we score it a 2. In the second, we can see at the score of 1, the extremities seems to be blue, while the center is pink. This indicates acrocyanosis, which is often seen in newborn. And then next, the newborn look pale and blue. It means that there is a very poor circulation throughout the body. We scored it a 0. Next is pulse. Pulse, we score 2 for newborn with pulse above 100 beats per minute. It is considered to be normal for newborns and neonates to have a pulse rate of higher than 100 beats per minute. And then for newborns with pulse rate of below 100 beats per minute, we score a 1, and if there's no pulse at all, we score it a 0. Next is grimace. Grimace is response to stimulation, as I've discussed with you earlier. So here let's take for example suctioning of the baby's nose. So if the baby cries and pulls away, then we score it a 2. If there is a weak grimace or a weak cry, we score it a 1. And if there's no response to the stimulus, we score it a 0. Next is activity. Activity is the muscle tone. We see if the newborn have active movement, we scored it a 2. And if there is only a slight flex of the arms and legs, we scored a 1. And if there's no movement at all, the baby looks limped, we scored it a 0. Then comes respiration. Respiration is breathing. If there's a strong cry, it indicates that the airway is clear, we scored it a 2. If the breathing is slow and irregular, we score it a 1. And if there's no breathing at all, we score it a 0. So each of these scorings indicates how the baby reacts. So how the baby looks like and how the baby reacts. So based on this scoring, we will get the scoring, and it'll be interpreted as follows. So the score interpretation is done by the person who is observing the baby, and a score of 7 to 10 after 5 minutes is very reassuring. It shows that the baby is in excellent condition, while a score of 4 to 6 shows that the baby is moderately depressed, while a score of 0 to 3 is concerning. It indicates a need for increased intervention, usually in assistance for breathing. The medical staff usually dry off the newborn vigorously or deliver oxygen through a mask. Usually it is recommended to transfer the newborn to the neonatal intensive care unit for further assistance. As per experts and researchers, it is seen that premature babies, babies who are born through cesarean section deliveries, or babies who have had complicated deliveries, are expected to have a lower ABCOS score. So we should always keep that into considerations. And remember these three, particularly these three kinds of babies that we might see later. Next, we have the conclusion. So in the conclusion, while the ABCOS score has value in helping medical providers understand how the newborn baby is doing immediately after birth, the score doesn't usually have any bearing of how healthy the baby is long term. Also, because the person is assigning the number, the ABCOS score is subjective. One person could score the newborn a 7, while another could score the newborn a 6. This is why the ABCOS score is just one of the several assessment methods used to evaluate the newborn's general condition. It doesn't indicate any long-term health of the newborn, whereas it indicates the health of the newborn right after delivery, and also the assistance of the newborn in the nursery. With this, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.